Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about field effect transistor. Previous videos we have seen bipolar junction transistor. What is the difference between bipolar junction transistor and field effect transistor? It is we have to learn it more deeply. To start for this topic, we should know the basic. Field effect transistor is more efficient compared to the BJT, that is bipolar junction transistor. This is otherwise called FET, field effect transistor. That one is BJT, bipolar junction transistor. Which one is efficient? Field effect transistor is more efficient compared to your bipolar junction transistor. Mostly in today's electronics they will use these types of field effect transistor only. If they say any transistors available in any circuit, mostly it is field effect transistor. Okay. Now we will see what is the structure of this field effect transistor. In BJT we have PNP, NPN we have seen in the previous videos. Now we will see the structure here. There are two types of FET. One is N channel FET, another one is P channel FET. In N channel FET, how it is created? They have taken a N type substrate, N type semiconductor. In both the sides of this N type semiconductor, two P type semiconductors, heavily doped P type semiconductors are connected in this fashion. This is how the N channel field effect transistor is created. In the same way, P channel field effect transistor. So a P channel is taken and in both the sides N type material is connected in this fashion. Okay. Now we have to know about the terminals. Terminals of the BJT. What is the terminal we see there? Emitter, base and collector, isn't it? Here source, gate and drain. Source, gate and drain. Okay. What is the source? Source is one side terminal of this N channel. Drain is another side terminal of this N channel. What about the gate? Gate means we have connected these two P-type layers together and we have taken a terminal and named it as gate. In the same way here also, one side drain terminal, another side source terminal, and two side N channel, N layer is connected and a terminal is taken, that is called your gate. So this is the structure of your field effect transistor, N channel and P channel. Okay. Now we will see the symbol. This is the circuit symbol for N channel field effect transistor and P channel field effect transistor. Both are mostly equivalent and the only difference is arrow mark at the gate terminal. If the arrow mark points inwards, then it is a N channel field effect transistor. If the arrow mark points outwards, then it is a P channel field effect transistor. Okay, drain, source and in between both this drain and source, the terminal is called gate. Okay, the same way here also. Okay, now we will see what is the output operation of this junction field effect transistor. Field effect transistor is otherwise called junction field effect transistor. FET and JFET are all same only. Okay. Now let me take this. This is the same structure of this one. We have taken this and we are going to provide the biasing. We know what is biasing. Biasing means applying voltage or providing the battery. We have to put the battery. So here we are putting one battery and here one more battery we are connecting. Okay. This voltage source is called, this is connected between drain and source. So this is called VDS. This one is called, this is connected between, this is gate terminal, isn't it? So this is called VGS. Okay. So this is VDS and this is VGS. Normally the current going to come inside this structure is called a drain current, ID, drain current. Okay. So now we have to know about the operation of this field effect transistor. To know the operation of this field effect transistor, we should know the real idea of the output characteristics of this transistor. Both are equivalent only, both are same. If you understand the output characteristics, it is equivalent to the operation of this field effect transistor. Okay. First what we are going to do, there are two cases here we are going to see. Case 1 is we are providing VGS equal to 0 volt. Case 2 is we are going to provide VGS equal to some minus volt and check what happens to the output characteristics. We know what is an output characteristics already. Output characteristics means it is the graph between output voltage and the output current. Here what is output voltage? Output voltage is this drain voltage, drain to source voltage. Output current means it is drain current flowing in this place. Okay, now we will see what will happen for the case 1. Case 1 is our VGS equal to 0 volt. We have not given any voltage here. Now we are going to change the output voltage and check what happens to the output current. That is what going to tell us the operation of your JFET. Okay, now I am increasing this VDS. What will happen? So this is your condition now. My drain current flowing in this place will also increase because I am increasing the voltage. Electron move from drain to source. Okay, so the current slowly start increases. It go on increases. Okay, at the time you check there is a two junctions at this place. Here there is a P and N layers, and here there is again a P and N layer. If there is a PN layer, what will be in between them? There will be a junction, isn't it? There will be a junction at this point. Okay, here also there will be one more junction at this point. Okay, now I am giving a positive voltage. Positive voltage is connected to the N-type terminal, N-type layer. Positive terminal is connected to the N-type layer of this PN junction. What is this bias for this BN junction? N is connected to positive voltage. Then what is this bias? This bias is called a reverse bias. You know what happens to the reverse bias? In the reverse bias, the depletion layer starts to expand. If we give more and more reverse bias, the depletion layer go on increases. So now what happens when VDS increases, drain current also increased. At the same time, the depletion layer also increases in the both the side. Depletion layer also go on increases in both the side. Okay, due to increment in this depletion layer at a particular voltage, this depletion layer will allow only a narrow path, will allow only a very constant current, otherwise will create a narrow path at this place. Due to this narrow path, the current, drain current will not increase further. So first the drain current increased, the junction also increased. Due to that very small area to move, this makes the drain current become constant at a particular point. This point of voltage is called a pinch off voltage, VP, pinch off voltage. This voltage is called pinch off voltage. After the pinch off voltage, if you apply more and more VDS, drain current becomes constant. Okay, if I increase my VDS more and more, the drain current after a particular point called breakdown voltage, V breakdown, the drain current increases drastically. It increases drastically. So this is the operation of your JFET. Otherwise it is called the output characteristics of JFET at the case of VGS equal to 0. Okay. Now what we are going to do for the next case, case 2 is VGS equal to minus 1 volt. I am applying a minus 1 volt before starting this operation. I'm taking this VDS to 0 point and everything to 0 point. First I am doing VGS to minus 1 volt. Minus voltage given to a positive layer. What happens to the junction between this P and N layer? That is the junction at the starting initial stage itself, we are providing a negative voltage to this P-type layer, which will give reverse bias at the starting itself. If we give reverse voltage, reverse bias at the initial stage itself, the depletion layer will expand. Before starting the experiment itself, the depletion layer get expanded. Okay. After that, now we are starting the experiment. Now this is our condition. We are starting the experiment. That is, we are going to increase this VDS and check what happens to the drain current. Okay. Now what happens? Again the same way, when VDS increases, ID also increases, that is drain current also increases, but it will stop before a lower value compared to the case 1. In case 2, the current increased very less compared to your case 1 and it becomes constant. And after a particular voltage, if you increase this VDS more and more, again this drain current increases drastically. So this is for VGS equal to -1. Okay. In the same way, we can also create next values. So if you apply a VGS equal to -2 volt, again this drain current increases, and it increased only less value compared to your case 1, and then it becomes constant. Again it increases drastically. This is for VGS equal to -2. Okay. So normally see here what happened, when we vary this is called your input voltage, that is field. Voltage is otherwise called field. Okay. So if we vary the input field, the output current varies. Input field is 0, output current is more. Input field is -1, output current reduced. Input field is -2, output current is further reduced. Okay. So this is if your output characteristics depends upon the input voltage. That is why this is called a field affected transistor. Field, if you vary the field, the transistor output will vary. That is why this is called a field effect transistor. Okay. So I hope you understand the clear idea of the operation of your field effect transistor. Okay. Now what and all we have seen in this, we have seen about what is the type of this field effect transistor, N channel, P channel, what is the circuit symbol, N channel, P channel, that one we said, and operation of this junction field effect transistor by means of two cases, case 1 0 volt for the VGS, case 2 -1 volt. What happens when 0 volt is applied, what happens when -1 volt is applied. Okay, the operation is what this, when VGS equal to 0, drain current increases, but it becomes constant at a particular point called pinch off voltage. When we increases this VDS more and more, drain current constantly maintained. At a particular point, breakdown voltage, it increased very fastly. Okay, the same way VGS equal to -1 and VGS equal to -2. I hope you clearly understand this field effect transistor. Thank you. Share this video with your friends and subscribe to our channel Systemism. Thank you.